A subtropical low, a tropical cyclone, and a large high. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. We've got a lot to talk about as we track a fair amount of weather makers that are forming and developing around the New Zealand area. On the animated wind map, we've got the cooler southerly change that is spreading up the country today. It peaks on Wednesday, and some cooler weather won't sort of take till Thursday, Friday even, to arrive in the eastern North Island. So we've got a couple of cooler days as a result of that southerly change. However, the next big high is rolling in. That's coming in for the weekend. And on top of that, what you can't see is a developing area of low pressure, which is likely to form around dry northern New Zealand. So let's try and make sense of Wednesday at least. It's going to be a showery, cooler day around the country. Below average temperatures for some in the east as the showers move northwards. The good news is that you'll get another burst of showers in these dry upper North Island regions. It may not be very much, but still a few more showers. I'm sure they'll be welcome even with the slightly cooler weather. By the time we get to Thursday, those showers move further northwards. That's because the winds are changing direction around to the southeast up here. In fact, there'll even be easterlies. So really around North Auckland, northwards, and around Coromandel, there might be a few showers, and they'll be spreading northwards as we go through the day. And this big high is rolling in. So we've got a couple of cold nights. There might even be some ice on the cars on Wednesday morning around some inland lower South Island areas, and possibly again as we see here on Thursday. Now let's get to the end of the week, and on Friday, this is when the subtropical low starts to form quite quickly to our north, but it's a balancing act on the top of this high. So if the high lingers, or if the high gets a little bit bigger, the low gets stuck where it is and it won't come down any closer. The good news is we do expect this high to be moving through at a fairly good rate. So while we don't see a lot of weather necessarily happening on Friday, as we get into the weekend, down comes that rain. So on Saturday, the low is pushing in. We've got bands of rain moving around it. There's not a huge amount for these northern areas, but there's something coming in. So that is very good news to see a low dropping down. The rainfall totals, if you're confused, go to our website, go to our app and check out your specific location. There's a chance of rain and also the total of rain expected. So that might make a bit more sense than looking at all of that. Meanwhile, up to the north, there's our tropical cyclone, and by Sunday, this storm is getting quite deep. It's coupled with this other low next to it, and that's helping to sort of pull it down like that. And in the New Zealand area, that subtropical system's got even larger, with showers affecting the very dry north, but the real rain looks to be further down the island, and then you might even be getting a colder change in the lower portion of the South Island. So there's quite a lot of moving parts as we go through the forecast over the next few days. Obviously, a lot of people will be asking about this. At this stage, the high down here is the deciding factor. So if this high rushes in quickly, it will stop that low from coming down. It'll sort of bounce it around us or push it into Australia even. If the high stays where it is, that does allow that low to come straight down into the New Zealand area. The modelling isn't sure. It's suggesting it might go just to our north, but definitely around March sort of 17 to March 20, there does appear to be some risks of that low coming down into our area, but it is too far out to lock in. So just really sharing it with you because you're all seeing it on the computer models, but this high down here, that's the deciding feature. So while you're looking at that storm, keep an eye on what that is doing as well. That'll help you work out where that is going to go. That is all from me for today. It's a busy one. We'll update you again tomorrow with the latest.